Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, CrystalsShadowWork. Hi everyone. So I'm excited to do this reading today. I've gotten so many what are those called, synchronicities that have been leading me to my channel, right? So I've been working on other platforms, right? And I was like, with this portal, this magical gateway coming, look at this. I just found my my stand I got from my desk. It's been in storage for like almost a year, right? And so I want to show you, you're going to be getting a lot of synchronistic, very big signs that are going to be it's funny how I said sign and that is it's but you know what I mean. You follow where you're being guided and led at this time, because you're literally being guided down this brand new beginning. We're reaching the 11 gateway portal. This is going to be the only time in your lifetime it lines up this many 11s, because we always have our 11 portal, but this one's amplified with another 11 because of the year that we're in. And numerology are the codes and keys to the universe. And if you look up the month and the day, you split the 11s, add them together, right? With the year of a 7. Do you see in numerology, they really are the codes and the keys. And when you can learn to find these and work with them, yeah, this is a very powerful time. This vortex, this portal, this gateway, it's really in alignment with magical dimension. Okay. I didn't mean to say magical dimensions. I feel they're guiding me to this stuff because everything happens for a reason. But this gateway, this portal, these pillars, you're headed to your divine life, path and purpose. I keep seeing the golden, the temple path, the golden, oh my goodness. The energy is really flowing in fast. They're guiding me to the energies. I'm uploading this video on the 9th, on November 9th, 23, right? So we have, 48 hours out. And normal portals and gateways, look at this, the sun is so, you feel the energies coming in for a month, right? And we start the new moon energy too. So, because the new moon, is on the 13th. It's shortly after, so we're feeling this new moon energy coming in too. So everybody doesn't realize how powerful and strong your intentions are at this time. So if you're catching this in real time, it's a very powerful time. Now if you're catching this outside of the portal and the gateway, all my readings are timeless because of the knowledge that that I teach, the teachings that you get within the readings, right? So even if a certain situation isn't playing out for you, pay attention to the teachings. I'm teaching you now about portals and gateways and how powerful they are, and each month we have one, right? With numerology, look at the codes, and they've been amplified. 8 is our Lionsgate portal. To me, that's when it really starts significantly. That's to me, my spiritual new year, my reset. When I reach the 8, to me, that's my New Year's. That's when I'm new beginnings, because we're aligning with our spiritual sun, our star system, Sirius. So we're getting those direct downloads. So psychics like us, things like that. When it's if you want the information and the knowledge, it's there. It's when where a lot of things may be blocked out, shadow banned, all of that, but there's certain times it unlocks it where you can receive this, because it's so powerful, right? With the think about it, the pyramids, right? They built them off the stars, right? And so a lot of magical things happen, right? So anyway, back to this portal energy, right? So it's the start of the Lionsgate on 8/8. Then 9/9, 10/10, 11/11, 12/12, the most powerful ascensions act, and then we've got the other, the autumn equinox, just all these other alignments and factors that happen. So massive awakenings and ascensions and higher level and timeline shifts and all sorts of stuff happen around these times. And I've already been saying that this year. Now I figured it out finally. Why this year more than ever, each portal and gateway has been more and more intense. And as the portal and the gateway, because it's open for about 7 days, right? When it starts to open, I start to feel the energy, right? And sometimes it's even more intense after the actual portal, the gateway, the date in the numerology, right? Just as it's like peaking and closing, and this energy is coming down. So I've noticed that the frequency level has been a lot more higher, right? So anyway, but no, and I didn't realize that we were in 1111 year. There was another 11 in numerology, so that the amplified 3, and a lot of us psychics, right, across the, the spiritual community have been picking up on the significance and the synchronicities of the 3. It's been very, very powerful. And like the triple goddess symbol, like appearing to me, I know everywhere. I've just been seeing it. A lot of people have been incorporating it in their readings, so just very, 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 very powerful, right? And talking a lot about the goddess energy, and the mother, the maiden, the crone energy. Just, it's been so significant, right? And it's very powerful to me, like just major leveling up. It's like just shifting. It's so powerful. But anyway, yes, there's a lot of very, very strong divine feminine energy. So I've been feeling very empowered to doing a lot of those things, especially for all like my young, beautiful goddesses and empresses, right, that are on the leading edge of consciousness, that are the starseeds that are here, that are getting it, that are breaking the matrix a lot quicker and faster and leveling up. So I've been working on my goddess channel and my content there for all my beautiful goddesses, right? But anyway, so I felt to come over here to CrystalsShadowWork. I told you I've been getting a lot of signs and synchronicities. It even opened me up to like my Instagram that I forgot all about, that I was wanting to start up with CrystalsShadowWork. And, this links it to my other platform, right, where I look more into the cosmic events. Because I felt I was doing my readings, me advancing further and connecting with my star family, right, that, my readings have gone very, very, I have a lot for my Starseeds too. I flipped this deck over right before the reading even started, so it was like, yep, put my Starseed cards. But some of them can be too metaphysical, right? So I'm trying to juggle different things, trying to figure out what's working. So definitely subscribe to my channel, right? Because you're going to want to get the readings as I drop them, right? And then if you want, more guidance, I'm trying to split up what I do, right? Then I have other platforms, right? But the goddess one, you have to just find if you're, young divine feminine, right? Because I want to keep that channel very pure and clean. And yeah, it's really for teaching my goddesses, right? And so yin yang energy is coming out. That's the balancing of divine feminine masculines. I told you, I really feel like feminines have been finally taking charge. It's like a lot of them, they were holding back their power, right? Maybe holding on to fear or worry, but letting go of those lower vibrational energies is key. Like they're realizing they had the key the entire time. Just like the universe opens through them. Very, very powerful cosmic energy, realizing how powerful we are and that we birth creation, that really creation, everything is held within the feminine. That's why the masculine has to merge with the feminine, right? So anyways, yeah, there's a lot of divine downloads and guidance. A lot of you have your crown chakra activated, your chakra, which I'm getting your soul star chakra, which is above your crown. Because to me, when you're getting guidance through your crown, it's coming through the star chakra. I mean, it doesn't always I don't know. Some just have it more awakened than others. Okay. So I've seen woman holding a coin, man holding a coin. What else do you want me to see? Source, spirit, divine. Adjacent possibilities. New opportunities are now opening up because you've went through certain experiences. There were certain experiences that needed to happen to divine feminines to get them to get into their power, to get them to get into their energy. It's like for some of you, certain things needed to happen to trigger that divine masculine energy, to push you, to make you get mad enough that you were going to get out of certain situations, that you weren't going to accept and allow people to take advantage of you, right? It's like if you were a people pleaser, a yes woman, a yes man, always saying yes to everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, when you can be in more of a positive polarity and more open to suggestions and things like that, your life is more positive, yes. But there is a thing if you're overly, are you saying yes to these things because you want to be fun and adventurous and willing to try them? Or is it because you're trying to please them and keep everybody happy doing things you really don't want to do? Because if you keep being in that energy of doing things that you don't want to do, the universe is going to keep giving you things, you know what I mean? Because it matches. Because that's the frequency level you're on. It's like if you're on a level of constantly being kind of like gaslit and let down and plans always being broken and things not working out, and you're in that mindset, that's going to keep happening. Like, you have to flip it, right? And it gets hard because, you know, they've, you know, it's part of the control. I'm hearing some word with where you're undoing something. It's like they've been programming us a certain way, so we're learning how to flip the switch, how to not we're getting deprogrammed. We've been getting programmed and controlled by money, right? And fear and your worth and putting that label on yourself, you know? And caring so much about the ego and what people are going to think and what people are going to say. Like, here's the big one for me. Like, if you're a content creator, if you're on any sort of platform, really, because all these platforms, you notice it's all like the subscribers, the likes, or whatever. There's always something that's like comparing you, where you're looking at yourself and it's like feeding your ego. It's like feeding you, right? It's like, because you're really looking for that outsider validation, because really, if you're a content creator and you just get out there just being you and creating your content and not caring about the analytics or not caring about what other people say, you know, how powerful, how powerful you are. And when you start to, those things, like, that's the mindset that you have, right? Like, and for all my content creators, like, you know, every single one of us has had to go through that criticism, that ego stuff from the very first beginning videos, having to watch them back, having to criticize yourself, having to make those, like, everybody's had to overcome that. So to me, the ones that are not making content, not creating anything whatsoever, like, you are far weaker and less advanced than the ones are that have been out here and have done that, because that's why we're on the leading edge of consciousness, because we have learned to let go of that ego-based mentality, right? Letting go of the ego and just realizing that the real tricks and keys of this universe is about being authentic, being yourself, being fun, you know, enjoying life, right? You know, like, just like people criticize and comment about my lifestyle and everything, and I'm just looking back like, it's really just because you're envious of how fun and exciting my life is. You know, why are you looking into my life and what's exciting me? Like, it's fun for me. This is, you know, I'm living the life exactly how I want it to be. Or I'm working on, you know, changing it or allowing it. And a lot of us are realizing that we've kind of been holding ourselves back. When you can fully let go and just start living in your full authentic self and, you know, doing whatever it is you desire, having everything, wanting everything, just, you know, waking up with a smile on your face every day, that everybody is really able to obtain that. See, I'm telling you all of these things because you're able to have that too. If there is any bit of resistance, that's you. That's you holding yourself back. If you're like, how dare she say that? You don't realize that. I'm showing you this, I'm telling you this because this is exactly what you want, but you are the one that is holding yourself back from it because you are having resistance to what I'm saying about the life that I'm living, about me being my true authentic self, right? And that just, I am so much more powerful than any of the ones that can't stand up and living life for them, believing in their own beliefs, creating whatever they want. Right? So there's something about that. So it's about breaking the chains, breaking out of the matrix. Why I tell you this now is this is a very important, very, very imperative time for you to take control. You get like a reset. If you've ever been in a game and you don't like how it's going, and, you know, if you ever been in those games like you owe, so, like, things just they didn't build what they want, now you're in debt, now you're in this mind. Wouldn't it be nice just to reset, boom, start over, like, literally? But you can't start over with nothing and have like a blank level. Say you're like, you know, you get to escape out of level and you get to level up, right? So maybe it'll be the exact same, you know, storyline you were on, but you know, you get to change the outcomes. You get to change, right? So then start envisioning yourself at the end game, or not the end of the game, the end of the level, mind you, right? So if you were to play the next level and level up, what would the best possible outcome look like, right? Like, how much loot would you have? What would you have? The path, right? And then start to visualize that and what it would feel like, right? That is really how you get there, right? So you start looking into, like, the cars. You start, you know, and then, like, that's what I started to do. And then I started to realize that then everything was circling around me. And it was like, I'm still in this level, but I can see everything right there that I want. The car, the house, the career, right? This is like, you just start seeing every single thing around you that you want. When you realize that that's the alternate reality, that's what you can shift over to. You can literally shift over and be in it like that. And now you're in this alternate reality, but what's holding you back is, like, you got to let go of the past. Let go. It's like you can envision and you can feel this new energy, this new vibration, this new timeline that you want, right? But there's something trying to hold you back, trying to be like, no, stay here, feel this. Is it people? Is it certain people that are holding you back? Is it certain situations? Is it jobs? Is it whatever? Whatever it is that's holding you back, like trying to pull you back, you're going to start to feel that resistance, right? That. Like I said, when I was explaining, you know, I was getting into the ego a little bit to try to show you, if you have some, how it pulls you in there, right? For those of you that happened to, you're going to know it. For those of you that did not, that's epic. Keep going with creating. You've already learned to let go of that ego-based energy, right? And that pull and that comparing and that looking for validation instead of you validating everything for your damn self. And know that it's just like, it's so beautiful. Yeah, look, you're this ultimate magician right now. If you guys have been watching my content, you know this magician in the mirror has been coming out like a boss in every reading I've been doing, right, recently. This is the most powerful card in the deck for me. He is balancing energy. He is creating with emotions, with passions and feelings, with love, you know, with you know, that duality energy of using both, because you need to have both for something. You have to have love and passion, and you know, and passion, sometimes those people that get in your way that make you angry, instead of being mad and angry and wanting to act out in a violent way, instead you take that energy and you create with it to put it in your passion of what you're going to build. Like, so you're going to be getting to people, right? Those people that didn't believe in you, those people that were, you know, fueling you, those are the ones that you're going to turn around. Bam, look at that. You alchemizing and blending those energies, like using your shadow side, right? To show them, right? It's like those people that criticized you for being happy when you didn't have much. Now you have everything. You know what I mean? Like these people that have been jealous and envious of you when, you know, you were just down, like you didn't let it kill your passion, your spirit, your soul, because you knew what you were capable of. It's like for some of you, your finances and all the things that you had to be depleted just to test them and let them go. And now that they're gone, now you're going to repeat. It's kind of like you knew you could do this all along. You knew that, you know, it's like just knowing that you're so like gifted and blessed. It's like maybe for some of you, you wanted people to see on the external surface that you didn't have much, just to see, right? But all along you knew that you had this connection with spirit, that you were like, you had infinite abundance. Everything that you need and desire is taken care of, right? So you're realizing like you manifest whatever you need. This is like somebody that's like master or like, because it's like when you can learn how to control emotions and feelings, when you can start to learn how to control yours, you can start to learn how to control others. Now I know that seems a little bit, you know, you have to understand it to really to know what I'm talking about. Hey baby. Oh, just a second. All right, hold on. I'm going to pause this video. 19 minutes. Hopefully we don't lose it. Hold on, guys. All right, collective. Sorry about that. Hopefully it doesn't glitch off. I haven't paused videos in a while. When I used to do that and pause the videos, sometimes they wouldn't always upload at the speed and the audio. In my older videos, if you're into a reading and that happens, the audio will play out. That's why I left them. Because sometimes I felt like it was the enemy affecting me. Like I realized the place I was living at before, I was always having problems with my software, with my camera, with it disconnecting and all sorts of problems uploading. And it's like, I think a lot of it's probably the internet too, because where I'm at now, like my laptop gets disconnected all the time, right? Like it's probably not even connected to the web right now, but I can still record, but then I just turn it on when I upload, right? And it's working so much more better, right? So there's different things with that. So I'm not going to go too much longer. I'm 20 minutes into this portal, this gateway, but if you like the content, I'm going to keep doing some more readings. I know because this was my first platform and I haven't been over here in quite a few weeks, right? But I'm going to upload more up to this portal on this channel, right? So definitely like the video, comment if you like my content over here. Doing some new things, adding the keywords finally and all of that. So the algorithms, right, will be found more. But so hopefully this reaches more people. So just to let you know, if you're over here, you caught this reading, you should check out my other channel that I work on as well, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. All right. So, yeah. So my daughter just woke up, so I have to go out there. But yeah, the Starseed Oracle, I was guided to my Starseed readings and Magical Dimensions. Those are going to be following this because these are decks that I work with every gateway and portal. And this one being more powerful, right? There'll probably be more messages coming through. Yeah, this is a very significant card for Starseed. So for a lot of you, you could be getting called to star family members and things like that. Because for a lot of you see this card, it was on the bottom of the deck. I shuffled and it came right back out. You were homesick. You're longing for home. So for a lot of you, because you're longing for these connections, you're starting to realize, like I said, you're starting, you know how I was saying, you're seeing the matrix like around you, right? And you're wanting to shift that timeline because you're starting to see things differently. It's like you're able to like pull yourself out and you're seeing yourself and others and how they interact. And you're wanting to connect more with like-minded individuals and souls, right? So there's that soul gifts and trainings. It's time to step up and look at that beautiful doorway. Like I said, this portal, this gateway as we go through. See, cracked open is in reverse here. And I don't often read reversals in my Starseed deck. But with this one, to me, it's a change, right? Because rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Like this is the card I pull like when you hit rock bottom. But see, like, no, you're shooting out of that rock bottom is what's happening with this being in reverse, right? It's very, very significant. It's going to be very, very fast. Yeah, look. And I was talking about certain places, right? In the readings that I was guided to, just like the effects that I was having with the upload and with my computer. There's certain places that you're led to activate things within you, right? And some of you are by these vortexes and these gateways, right? When they open up. And I literally seen one there. I know a lot of you probably aren't going to understand that. I should do a whole reading about that. Or a video. I always say reading when I do content, right? Even though I'm not always reading. All right, anyway, but yeah, literally like this vortex opened up and I was staring right at it. I was filming at it. If you guys watch all my content, some of you will see those readings where it happened, where I was watching this bird and it just, I didn't even realize I was seeing that, you know, the vortex or whatever, but it was like it couldn't go anywhere and it kept changing altitudes. It even went out further around and came back and it still could not. And then it shifted over and I realized, right? All right, because there's something about power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. For some of you, you're being guided to some very, very important and powerful places. It's like for a lot of you content creators too, you're realizing just how powerful you are, that your life is more than just like your platforms and the small little life that you're living. Like, I don't mean to say it that way, but what I mean is that your consciousness, it's your level, you're only seeing it a certain way. It's like for some of you, like you are fully in your passions, your dreams, and your desires, but you're looking for some sort of outside validation, right? Or ego. Or there's something where your reality is changing the perception and how you see it. It's one of these things where some of these most beautiful people, they'll look in the mirror and they don't see it as that, right? Because they got flaws and things like that, but then everybody else just looks in and sees them. But it's not even that, because it's a little bit like that, but it's a little bit different, because it's like you're not getting the validation whatsoever, because the enemy is like really trying to like cover your shine, right? And so you got the enemy working with you that's affecting your mind and your perception, because it's instilling these fears into ego and to all these low vibrational energies. So it's like he's working to defeat these things from the inside out. So it's really blocking your perception, which is ultimately blocking what it is you're manifesting and desiring at this time. That's why I told you with this gateway and this powerful portal, it's like a reset, a reprogram, right? It's just like how I say, if people always say they can't achieve something or have a negative vibration and feeling towards that, It's going to block it. It's like for some of you, you're awesome, epic manifestors, right? But then when you surround yourself by people that are in lower vibrational energy, it pulls you down. So it does affect your manifestations, because I'm getting this fluid energy. Like you're very, you know, it's just like bubbles are very sticky, right? And they stick together, right? And the energies that you surround yourself with, it's like you stick to people. So you're constantly like transferring energy back and forth, right? And for some of you, these darker, lower, dense vibrational energies, they like suck your energy, like energy vampires straight up, like, and they will just like steal like all of your light force. So some of you, like, you're very defensive to certain energies because you know that you need to be very protective and be in that protective energy. So for some of you, like, you could even notice by, or when you're around yourself by certain people, you get into like this energy level frequency where you're very, very defensive, you're very bitter, maybe you're very short, but you're not yourself. Maybe other people are even picking up on it and showing you or telling you this, or maybe you're just realizing this. But it's because you have noticed something, you have figured something out, that around certain energies or situations that they lower you down, so you have to be very protective of them. But what you need to realize too is it's not good to always be in that protective, chaotic energy. That's really the enemy working through people a lot of times to keep you in that energy, to stop you from and block you from manifesting, for you creating, for you being this beautiful, powerful energy. So you need to protect your energy more. You need to distance yourself, cut yourself off from certain people. But you are really realizing that you are cut from a different cloth. You are somewhere, the energy and frequency that you have is not like others. It's like realizing that, like, you're in a video game and there's really only so many core players, and everybody else thinks that they are the players, but they're not. They're just kind of stuck in these robotic patterns. They're really just part of the game. So some of you are actually realizing that you are one of the players. You're just not one of the people. I'm hearing you're not like the entourage, like you're one of the main players. Like maybe for some of you there's some certain, maybe there's some other players, but there's certain people that they're like the enemies of the game. They're the traps. They're going to keep repeating and doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. And you're learning how to level up, and maybe for some of you, you're recognizing other players of the game. The universe loves the ones that play the game. They're the ones that you're putting on the show, and everybody else is just stuck in their own cycles. And it's like when you realize you're in the game, when you realize like, yes, I can manifest, I can get the loot that I need, I can do this, you know what I mean? Like, they don't even understand. Like, you got to distance yourself from the blocks of this game, this reality, right? So isolation, physical connection. So it's a tricky energy that I'm getting. Just for a lot of you, it's like you're realizing that you're connecting more in the non-physical and other realms, because you're actually connecting on higher levels, right? And this is where you strategize on how to get back out into the game and play. And for a lot of times, it's like when you don't spend that time alone, when you don't have quiet time, there's a lot of that chaotic energy that's constantly going on. It's not allowing you to be able to strategize, for you to be able to plan, for you to be able to, do you know what I mean? Because it's for a lot of you, it's like it's keeping you in that chaotic energy where you have to be very, very defensive, right? And some of these, like these pawns, let's call them pawns, right? They don't even realize that they're a pawn. Some of them don't even realize that because of their consciousness level, they're being part of the enemy team. They're being part of the game that's being played here, right? Like I said, everybody is able to ascend and spiritually awaken, as you did if you're still watching this content, because everybody else would have clicked off by now, right? That's what I mean is, but 8-8 was very, very big. It's like if you go looking for the answers, this is what the universe likes the people that are going to put in the work, not the people that are just going to be here enslaving to this workforce planet. It looks for the ones that are not going to get consumed by the matrix. Like, it's funny how they always talk about this apocalypse and all that, and zombies and being controlled. Yeah, well, about 90% of the population is in that being controlled. Yes. It's literally about that much and being controlled, and that's where I talk about the ego, right? And being controlled in that ego base, because 90% of the population is living in ego and fear. They fully haven't surrendered to knowing that they are everything, all, that you are one with divine source, the creator. You are the creator. This is your world. This is a mirrored reality, and everything is literally but mirrored reflection of the things that you need to, that, you know, good or bad, right? Some of you, if you're attracting something, right, you need to change something that you need to change from within to change the outcome. So, but it's like, this is where you get hung up. the last part is when they tell you, like, yep, this is your physical family, this is your blood family, this is everything. You got to constantly know. Where does it teach you in the school to break away from narcissistic, traumatized people? Where does it teach you to have self-worth? Where does it teach you to let go of the ego? Where does it teach you any of that? It doesn't, because it would defy the system, the matrix, right? You would lose control. That's why I say this is very, very... They wanted to separate us from our power. That's the first thing that you do to tear somebody down, is it not? You are God. You are an extension of God, which means you're already part of God. You are one with God. You are never separate. And they wanted you to believe that, right? So this is about reclaiming the power. Like I said, for the ones that want to, we're the ones that are putting on the show. We are the ones that are changing this world and creating the new earth. And the other pawns are just being used by the old system. It just doesn't get to go to the new earth, to the new system. You don't go. It's you're going to get consumed by all of the things in the world. You're not going to be in this level. So for some of you, you're literally splitting. You're literally going through to this new earth because you're just aligning magnetically. That's what's happening. So, so for some of you, you could be feeling to self-isolate more, distance yourself, cut people off. You don't even realize that you're already starting to transfer and change over. The 7 Star Sisters, Birth and Creation, Tapestry of Life and Expressions came out. Alright, that's right, I was supposed to close out the stream, but like I said, you like my content, definitely subscribe so you get the notifications when I do more. So I will do another Starseed Oracle. I'll do a reading just with this deck, because like I said, there's a lot of powerful energies are coming out. I've got magical dimensions coming, and then we're going to pull some goddess cards for the feminines over here. But if you are interested in classes and learning, I'm opening up a lot of stuff, so keep watching me. When I feel to leave links to guide you over when everything's been uploaded, because there's a lot that I have to do with the channel before I can release it everywhere, then you'll know. Alright, so keep empowering yourself, alright? Love and light to all of you. Bye.